Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm super pumped for this one because we're going to be trying a brand that I have had my eye on for a really long time. We're going to be talking about Salt New York. I am so excited to be trying these cream products. Again, this is another one inspired by my friend Jennifer over at My Decadent Life. I was watching one of her videos a while ago and she had this beautiful cream product palette and I was like, I need to look into that, and I've been kind of peeking. And I was sort of like waiting for an opportunity to get a discount. There was one that I completely like spaced out on, so I didn't get that one, but now around Black Friday. So I wanted to pick this up and go over this with you guys today. So I still have the palette in the baggie here. One thing that I love about this brand is they really focus on sustainable, reusable, like zero waste packaging. So this bag says, "Hi, I'm a bag. I can be recycled or reused as a travel pouch or puppet of a little square ghost." So now that I have this beautiful palette in my collection, I can't wait to go through it with you guys. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on YouTube, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. But let's get into this. So this is a company that allows you to customize your palette. So this is the 4-pan. I will make sure to also link prices down below. I know that I haven't been very good at that lately, so I want to be better about that. So I'll make sure to be popping in the prices as we go. So they have this 4-pack. I believe that they also have, I think it's a 9-pan, but I will double check and make sure to let you guys know. So you can see this is not a chintzy palette by any means. It's a beautiful, like, zippered case. I think actually before Jennifer, I had maybe heard Samantha Ravindal talking about these palettes actually. I think she was like using them to pop other stuff in, but these cases are super nice. So the nice thing about this is you can get the size case that you want, and then you just get these little pans that you can go ahead and pop in. So one of the reasons that I snagged this when I did is because they had their holiday lip and cheek bundle on sale for a really reasonable price. And then I think there was a discount maybe in general on the other items as well. So I definitely got these at a discount. I have the Lip and Cheek Cream Tint Pro in Cranberry and Spice. These are the 2 holiday shades. So I just wanted to show you guys how these come. There is a little stiff piece of cardboard in here so that the little pan, of course, doesn't get crushed. So this is the beautiful cranberry shade. So we will put our little palette together. We'll put it together. So I'm gonna pop that one in the top. And then this spice shade looks so yummy. I cannot wait to try these. Of course, I will be swatching these for you. So I've popped both of these in. And then I did also get a Sculpt in Bronze. I did get the shade Light Medium. That's the other thing that I like about this company is they definitely had options for all skin tones. Very inclusive shades, in my opinion. So here we have the Light Medium shade. Pop that beautiful baby in. And then, of course, what would a cream palette be without a beautiful highlighter, right? And now here we have our beige tin. So now that I've put all of these together, you guys can see these shades here. Oh, how beautiful. So let's give these a swatch. So we will take the cranberry shade. Now these shades might look super, super dark in the pan, but of course, just like any cream, you're gonna be able to sheer this out a bit. Wow, these feel really, really emollient. This might be the most emollient cheek product that I have felt. Wow. I guess I wasn't expecting them to be quite so almost like glossy, but they are meant to be able to be used on the lips as well. So that will probably help in that scenario. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, you will quickly find out that I'm never gonna win awards for the best swatches, but hopefully this will give you guys a little bit of an idea. So here we have cranberry. That's that like beautiful, I mean, it totally is a cranberry shade. So it has some rich pigment to it, but it's very, very sheerable. Is that a word? We're gonna go with sheerable. And then we have spice here. So this one definitely has a little bit more of that warmth to it. We have the light medium Sculpt and Bronze, and then we have that beautiful beige highlighter. So I'm just going to blur, especially these cheek tints. I'm going to blur these out just a little bit more so that you guys can see what these look like once you've sheared them out even more. Now, I have a feeling that I probably could have gone a little bit darker with the bronzer shade. It's a little bit hard when, you know, you're picking things online to really know, but I mean, look, you guys, so you could build these up for major color intensity or just go ahead and shear them out for that more natural wash. So I have a feeling I probably could have gotten away with the like Sculpt and Bronze just a shade darker, but since we are going into winter now, this will probably be perfect. So I do already have my base on. I went through with the Sephora Glowing Skin Foundation, Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. So I just put a little bit of that on so I would have a little bit of coverage. I will say I'm going to be playing with some indie eyeshadows. So when I come back for the final check-in on this, my eyes are probably going to be less than subtle, but I just wanted a quick and easy base to be able to use this with. Now I think Jennifer usually uses a beauty blender, if I'm not mistaken, or like a beauty sponge when she does these. I tend to go more for brushes, so I think that's going to be what I stick with. So I'm just going to go through, this is the Luxie Airbrush Concealer Brush. I'm just going to go through and use this for this sculptor. We'll go through and kind of do like a little bronze and contour situation. Now I think the undertone of this is going to be perfect for that like neutral situation. So it's not too cool, but it's also not warm. It's just going to give you a really nice like shadow if you need a little bit of that, but I think you could also use it to sort of like deepen the perimeter if you're looking for a little bit more. But yes, I would say if you were much darker than me, that you're going to want to go a little bit deeper with your shade. I'm going to be interested to see how this lasts throughout the day, or the rest of the day, just because they are so emollient. So I'm kind of wondering for a more oily skin type, if these will have a lot of longevity. I consider myself in that like normal to dry, in the fall and winter, definitely more on the dry side, but these feel so incredible. I'm just wondering if like, especially the cheek products, if it's going to be a little bit too emollient. We'll just have to see. And I apologize if I'm talking really fast. I have a Zoom meeting in like an hour, so I'm trying to like get this video done, get my eyeshadow video done, do all the things, and not look like a half made up crazy person when I have to get on the call. You know, those days when you think you have all the time in the world. Well, I knew I didn't have all the time in the world, but when you think you have more time than you do, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, half the day's gone by. What the heck am I doing? That's where I am right now. Okay, now because I'm gonna be doing some pretty bright eyeshadow, actually what I'm gonna be doing is using the Divina eyeshadows. If you guys are curious, that video will be up before this one, so I'll make sure to link it up here. But since I'm gonna be doing probably a couple eye looks, I want to keep pretty soft on the face. So I'm going to go through with that Spice shade. I think that this is going to be a shade that I can just work with a lot of different eye looks. So I'm just tapping a little bit of that on a Luxie tapered highlighter brush. Oh my gosh. This shade. Wow. This is pretty. And you could also like use these two together. So pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. I think I've said that many times now, but wow, I love this. So I'm just checking on the website, and the lip and cheek set with these two colors is on sale right now for $25, down from $32. So if you guys want to snag this, now's the time. And then I see that they also have a code right now for 30% off of a $60 or more purchase, and that's the code HOLIDAY30. So I will make sure to link all that information down below if by the time this video goes up, if these are still on sale. If there's any other promotions, I will make sure to put that information down below just so that you guys can snag these. Each of the other individual tins is $16. And then I did double check on the palette. So this little mini palette is $20 and the 8-pan palette is $35. So, I mean, the quality on these palettes is so nice. It's nice and magnetic. Like, it actually closes magnetically, but then you can zip it up as well for extra security. So I love that. So I'm trying to pick a brush for our highlighter today. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to go in with my fingers to be able to use this highlighter. Oh, I feel like I just I'm coming back from a mini vacation. I just feel like my face has a little bit of warmth. That spice shade is so pretty. I feel like, in all honesty, I feel like the colors look different than they did on the website. Like as far as the pans look different, but I feel like the actual colors of the blushes look correct, if that makes sense. Like at first when I opened these up, I was like, ooh, like the spice shade looked deeper in the pan once I opened it up than it did online, but I think that it's pretty true to color once you get it on the skin. But I feel like what it looks like on my skin is sort of what I was expecting, so that's what really matters. But oh, it literally just looks like healthy skin. I see zero product, if you know what I mean. Like there's no like buildup of any sort. What am I blending out here? I just started blending out my Cupid's bow highlight with one of the blush fingers. We don't need to be looking like we've been licking our lips too much and that we have a rash. That's not what we're going for here. Just gonna put a little bit of this on the bridge of my nose. Do you guys see that beautiful glow? I feel like I've been drinking a ton of water, which I haven't, but I feel like I look like I've been drinking a ton of water, that my skin is super glowy. You guys, I am loving this. Okay, so I just want to give you guys a little bit of information, and now that I've just like blown through this application, but the Radiant Creme Tint Pro, so those are the highlight shades. It says no chunks, no glitter, just mother effing luminosity, which is exactly what I would say. So this does come in 6 beautiful shades for all different skin tones. I'll make sure to put a picture up here of all the different shades that you get. So I personally think from the lightest of light to a beautiful deep dark skin tone, you're gonna be able to get a beautiful radiant cream. Then with the Sculpt and Bronze Cream, this says sheer, blendable, won't clog pores, looks like skin. Do you like to sculpt with your bronzer? Do you like to tan with your bronzer? We've got you. However you choose it, you've got options. So you also have 6 shades to choose from in this. Again, I picked up the light medium. So you have light, light medium, contour, medium, medium deep, and deep. So I will probably end up picking up the medium, which looks a bit warmer. Like that to me is going to be a really good like straight up bronzer option, whereas this I think is a good like bronzer and contour for me. Again, I will make sure to post a picture up here so you guys can see those shades. And then we have the Lip and Cheek creams. So this says hydrating but not glossy, which I don't know how I feel about that claim. I feel like they are a bit glossy, not shimmery by any means, but a bit glossy. So this says the perfect flush of color for people allergic to looking like they tried. That's so funny. While I was creating them, I grouped them together as 2 light, 2 medium, and 2 deep colors with a warm and a cool option for each pairing, but feel free to mix and match however you like. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8, including the 2 new shades, the Spice and the Cranberry, which are what I have. So I'll make sure to pop up pictures of the original 6-pack so that you guys can see those. And then obviously you've gotten to see the Spice and the Cranberry here. So totally exciting. Now what we need to do is just set this a little bit. So I'm gonna go through with the Hourglass Veil. Now, just so that you guys know, these are vegan products. So if that is something that you are looking for in your makeup, have no worries. And I'm just using a very, very light dusting. I didn't put any powder on before going through. And I feel like I could definitely use a little bit more of that blush now that I just powdered. What do you guys think? Should I go back through? Because now I feel like I want a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do that. That's the one thing about the Hourglass Veil powder is I feel like it's one of those powders that even if I lay it down and then have to go back through with a cream, it never gets like chunky or like textury on me. So I feel like I'm able to do that. Cool. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more powder over the top of this. Ooh, I'm just getting an IG message from Jennifer. And she just said, ooh, I'm so excited. So I'm excited too, Jennifer. Like, I'm I'm literally glowing. I'm glowing from excitement and I'm glowing from glow. A little Salt New York glow. All right, so again, one of the things that I'm super pumped about is that this is a zero waste packaging company. You have this palette that you are able to reuse. Of course, you could use this for other magnetic items as well. You wouldn't necessarily have to use it just for their products, but this will all be going in the recycling. If I'm in a pinch for a little square ghost, I will be using this little bag, or I will probably actually be recycling it. I think the one big thing is going to be seeing the longevity of these creams. Now, of course, you could always like set these with powder products like powder blush, powder bronzer if you wanted to do that to get a little bit more pigment and a little bit more longevity out of it. But if this stays like this for 6 to 8 hours, I'm going to be so very happy. If I don't have time to come back and show you guys an update at the end of this video, I think what I'll do is make sure to put in the description box how I felt about this after 6 to 8 hours, just so that we can see the longevity together. Of course, this is a first impression, so I will be definitely updating you in the future, just depending on how it wears, how my skin reacts, and all of that. I was just so excited to get these today that I was like, yes, I'm going to be doing a video right now to show you guys. So I always really enjoy doing review roundup videos to just sort of like rewind and give you guys some deets on the things that I've been playing with over time, whether it's like a month, a couple weeks, however long it takes me to get a feel for things. So I'm definitely going to be due for a review roundup soon. I haven't done one of those in a while. You guys, this time of year with all of the purchases, it's been crazy, but I'm pretty sure that January is going to be like a full month of nothing new situation. So there will be some definite reviews of things that I've been able to try for a while. Now, I won't lie, I'm tempted right now to just go ahead and like order more because of the sale. I'm very, very tempted. I think I'm gonna hold off though. Gotta calm down. But what I wanted to do is give you guys a little bit of a swatch comparison to some of the other creams that I have that maybe you have in your collection, so we can kind of check that out. So what I thought I would do is take this light medium bronze shade, and then we can go through with Butter Biscuit from Fenty. Yeah, this one definitely feels a little bit more creamy and a little less emollient. Okay, so here I'll show you, this is the Salt New York. We also have the Butter Biscuit and Macchiato from Fenty. I think that a lot of people have the Fenty creams, so that this way you could at least see the shade compared to what I have, and hopefully that is helpful to you guys. Let's go ahead and do a couple cream blushes as well, just to kind of like see more so the formula than anything. So now I'm gonna go through and do a few cream blushes. I thought that I might have some that would be comparable in more in tone than in formula. I can't think of anything that I have that is like a similar formula to this. So here is the Spice shade from Salt New York, and then we have the Cranberry shade right underneath it. Now, this is the one that I thought color-wise would be closest to Spice, and this is Rosé Latte from Fenty. I do think that this one is more pigmented, but it could also just be that it's thicker. I will say out of all of these, there's only one that I feel like is like the thinness and texture that Salt New York has. So, and that's this next one here, which is the M Cosmetics Color Drops, which is what I thought of right away when I like felt this feeling in my hand. So these are obviously a little bit more liquidy, but I do think that they also stay glossier. I've actually had these swatches on for about 5 minutes. And you guys can see that on my face and also on the swatch, I feel like the blush sheen has like simmered down a little bit. Obviously I powdered, but I do feel like the highlight has stayed a little bit glossier, but the blush did dry down. So maybe I was wrong in saying that I felt like it was a little glossy, because I do feel like they did dry down a little bit. I mean, I don't think you guys will be able to pick that up here, but the M Cosmetics is still fairly glossy. Now, this Hot Mess situation next to it, I just burst about half of a tube of the Glossier Cloud Paint onto my arm. So this is the shade Dawn. Again, totally not a color match at all, but I just wanted to see formula-wise where that was gonna be. And then I have two of the Rare Beauty ones. These little minis, they don't say on them whether they are the more like dewy formula or the matte formula, but I do believe that Joy here is one of the dewy formulas and then Bliss is the matte formula. Now that is one thing about these Rare Beauty blushes is a little goes a long way and they're not as user-friendly. Like the Salt New York ones, I mean, I could build it up and keep blending and keep blending. I do feel like the Fenty ones are very blendable and buildable as well, but it's definitely a thicker formula too. So, I mean, I just feel like my skin has beautiful color, but I don't see any texture. Like, I don't see anything at all. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see this now that we've seen some swatch comparisons. All right, I wanted to zoom you guys in so that you can see. So I definitely feel like the highlight is still nice and glowy. The blush still has a little bit of glow to it, but it's not, I mean, at first I thought it was like more like fairly wet looking, but I don't see product. I literally see no product. I just see color and glow and beautifulness. Beautifulness. I'm at a loss for words. These are lovely. Like, if they have lasting power, I am definitely going to be buying more of these. So I will keep you guys updated. I think what I'll do, if I don't have time to come back and give you guys a little bit of an update at the end of my day, what I'll do is, so always check the description box if you guys are looking for more details. Again, I will make sure to have the Salt New York website listed. I will make sure to have any sale codes that I can find or any details on sales that they're having. I might be snagging more of these. Now I'm like, dang, I should have gotten the 8-pan. So I'm so excited to have finally snagged these. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you tried this company? Have I just been super sleeping on this? Is there something that you would be wanting to pick up from this? I am so excited. Wow. Thank you, Jennifer, for turning me on to yet again another product that I'm probably going to adore. So we will have a good like 3 to 4 hour wear test by the time that I'm done with my meeting and with applying and playing with the eyeshadow. So I will at least be able to give you a little bit of an update. So I will be back with a full face of makeup in a while. Hey guys, so this is post editing day, Kelly, back with you here because I realized when I was editing that I didn't do an outro and show you guys the cheek products, all of the Salt New York products at the end of that night. And in all honesty, it's probably okay because I had wiped off my eye makeup because I had done 2 different eye products. And so I thought what I would do is just today do a lovely makeup application so that we could wear this today and I will give you guys a review. So this has been on already for an hour, but I just wanted to pop on and say today I used the cranberry shade instead of the spice so we could see a different one. Now obviously I'm just on my phone, but hopefully this will still give you guys a good review. Now I do have some outings to do, so I will be wearing a mask, so that will be one thing to keep in mind. And I did use a different foundation today just because, in all honesty, I wanted to try something else and see how it goes. So here we have, again, the same bronzer cream, the same highlight, and then the cranberry just really sheared out because I have this beautiful like green makeup look from the Mountain Trail bundle from City Grace. So let's go ahead and we will pop back in. I promise I will remember this time and I'll pop back in and show you at the end of the day what this is looking like. All right, so here we are about 7.5 hours into the day of makeup wearing. Sorry about the not so glamorous location. We're in one of the rooms in our house that we have to redo. So, but this is the best natural light that I could get for you guys. So obviously the lip stuff is all gone. I wiped that off before I even put on a mask because what's the point? But man, you guys, this skin, I'm really impressed. So everything pretty much wore off my nose, which is to be expected. And I have a naturally red nose and it's cold outside here. So, I really like these products. You guys, especially considering that I was wearing a mask, I feel like everything looks pretty good. The blush still looks pretty good. It does fade a bit. Like this is not a blush that's going to look exactly the same all day long unless you maybe set it with another blush, which for me sort of defeats the purpose if I'm looking for that beautiful cream finish. The highlight though, you guys, this highlight is so pretty. I love it. Like I have been very impressed. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Sorry about the super cash finish to this video, but I just really wanted to be able to give it a good wear test to give you guys my opinion. I was a little worried because it is, and I know I kept using the word emollient in the video, and it's like a very slippy, thin feel. I guess that's what I was trying to say. So yeah, I'm very impressed. I could definitely see getting more. The last I checked, the sale is still going on the Salt New York website, so I'll make sure to link all that below. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a like. That always helps me out and lets me know what you guys enjoy seeing. So I hope you're having a good one. I will see you really soon. So I wanted to